It's Mac the Guru. This is my review for Godfather of Harlem, Season 3, Episode 4. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like what I'm saying, click that like button and then check out the other content. Now, this episode was crazy, and it's all built upon the French Connect coming back. And then, of course, we got Malcolm, and he's overseas. He in Egypt. Him and Elise, they going through their own situation because nobody wanted Malcolm to give this speech, right? Which I look back on it, I say, I can imagine that's exactly how it was. CIA over there. Then you got other people talking to him that want him to be even more of a rebel. And it's like, dog, Malcolm is the rebel of all rebels. Like, come on, baby. You know Malcolm gonna give it up, So he getting pulled in different directions. And people don't want him to give the speech. Then you got other people that want him to give a more first speech to unite everybody even more, right? So he dealing with his own situation. Now, backstage side, they going crazy, man. Like, I couldn't believe Bumpy and Jose did that to them cops, man. That was nuts. And when they had them down there, it was like, oh, they just having fun with it. Like, Bumpy hitting them with the then Jose get involved. He like, oh, I got my own little tactics. You got the switchblade. I got my own little tactics. And I gotta say, one of the coldest scenes is when Bumpy first pulled that switchblade out. I'm like, oh, he about to go to work on somebody. And I didn't know he was going to hit him in the face. He hit him in the face. And then you see he brought both their badges to the chief and was like, yo, they resigning. And boom, 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 boom. I got a list of all the dirty cops. And guess who name on it? Go figure. The black chief name on it too. And it's just like, I knew he was dirty too, man. Like, I knew it. And he like, oh, I gotta sign up with the attack. No, you don't, dog. You could have just played it straight if that's what you wanted to be. But he like, everybody will look at him a certain way, which they probably would. So he took the money too. And it's just like, shout out to Mamie. Shout out to Mamie. But she a little gullible, a little delusional when it comes to certain men that she perceived to not be in the life that Bumpy in. So when she look at the Reverend, she look at him like he's a great guy. He's working for the people. She look at Malcolm X, which Malcolm X really is working for the people, right? But she look at the police chief like he working for the people too. Like he just black police chief. He gotta be good. He gotta be straight. It's like, no, everybody in the game. It's one out of every 100 men that wouldn't have just took that money. You see what I'm saying? Or wouldn't be in the game at all. Whether they involved a lot or involved a little bit. But most of us gonna be involved in it a little bit. If you in that position back then, of course, right? Because it ain't like gang of cameras on them. It ain't a lot of stuff, to really report you if you is doing some crooked stuff. Another crazy part with this episode gotta be when Joe had the other cop from the other precinct. He had him in the trunk. I said, oh, Bumpy done sent this dude and got him knocked off, which is nuts because you got to remember, this the dude that was feeding Bumpy information. This the one guy that was feeding Bumpy information, and he went asking questions, and Joe whacked him. That's crazy. Got him in the trunk. And you see, when they got along, Bumpy and Joe, they was able to really talk. They got out their frustrations. They talked like men, got out their frustrations. And Joe really was showing Bumpy, yeah, I got the upper hand right now. So I really liked Bumpy move to get them cops. Because it's really chess. You see, when Bumpy first ran into the cops, or the cops first ran into Bumpy spot at the beginning, he shot the place up. Jose, like, yo, I got the right equipment to handle any situation, any problems we got. Let's go hit them back. Bumpy like, no, this ain't about this. This is about the dope that's coming in. So it is chess to this too. It ain't just these dudes is just out here reckless, just going hitting each other back and forth. That's what I really like about it, the chess. I was surprised also by Stella because not that she didn't snitch. The part where she was about to snitch, I'm like, girl, you got your pops is locked up. the one guy that's looking out for you, you about to snitch on him? Like, come on, man. And she would have had him dead to rights. Because he gullible. Like, I thought he was going to catch on. Like, in my opinion, like, I'm like, okay, he got to recognize she trying to set him up or something. Because her attitude towards him was totally different when she came back. Like, in my mind, I would have been like, okay, and you got your pops. You snitched on your pops. I know you snitch on me. So I would have been very weary of her right then and there. And then she invite him up for dinner. And then she started asking questions about the game she ain't never asked before. That's when I thought I thought his antennas was going to go up right there. But he was just like, okay, that's what your pops want. Da-da-da-da. He gave her the information, left. And I know he probably wanted to kiss, too, at the door. Like, man, because Stella is fine. And he keep letting her know she fine. But she just been a headache for him, too, you know. And he snapped back on her this episode. This was the first episode. Joe was like, yo, you was irritating me, all right? Like, I would have been done with you if I wasn't doing this favor for your father, all right? Bump your looks. You's irritating. And I think this episode is the episode where we got to see them connect a little more. I think they might even mess with each other, like, intimately. Because when he brought up that snitching stuff to her, and then she didn't snitch, and then they spending time together, and she was playing nice, like she was gonna snitch, but she didn't snitch. Next time, if they get together and they still playing nice and cool with each other, they might get intimate, and that's when Chin gonna really be upset. I can't wait till he come back this season. I hope he come back this season. I hope he not gone for the whole season. I hope he get out like maybe the 9th, 10th episode or something like that. And then him and Joe gonna be at odds. I can see Chin hollering at Bumpy and getting Bumpy to hit Joe. That's an early prediction. Because we far from that. That's an early prediction. But I can see that happening, man. But yeah, this episode was fire. Y'all let me know y'all best scenes from this episode. Some stuff that y'all really like, you know. And then overall, what y'all think about the season so far? Because I got to give it up. I got to give props when props is deserved. Right now, Godfather of Harlem is the best show on TV. Right now, to me, best show. And I watch other stuff that I don't review, like that, it's a show on HBO. I can't remember the name right now. I watched that too. And it's about zombies and stuff. I watched that too, but I don't review them. But, yeah, man, this right here, fire. So salute to the writers, salute to everybody doing the production. They stepped their production up. You know, I know they didn't quite have a budget for Malcolm overseas, but it still looked good, man. It's Mac the Guru. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that like button. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.